What's going on, everybody? It's Greg Campbell, Angry Tones Riff Clips, coming at you today with a really fun video with the REVV G3 preamp pedal / distortion. This thing's pretty bad to the bone. I really like it. It's made in Canada. Really beautiful purple enclosure. Everyone knows out there I like the perp stuff. I'm going to bring this closer to the frame so I can talk about the settings and the knobs that are available on this pedal to use and create and sculpt your own tones. Then we'll talk about the amp I'm running it through and get to some tones. So let's check it out, guys. Here we go. This is the REVV G3 pedal. Top left starting, you got your bass, middle, and treble. If you can see these settings in the frame, here's what I'm going to be using today. Bass is at about 1 o'clock, mids are at about 11, treble's at about 3. Volume I have a little less than halfway. It's a very loud pedal. And the gain I have at about 3 o'clock. Now you got a 3 toggle switch here, okay? Gives you the blue channel of a Rev, 100P, and then you got the red channel of aggression modes. And in the offsetting, you get a really crisp, low gain type setting, which actually sounds really good for lower tunings and stuff like that if you want a little bit more snap in your riffs. And of course, here's your off and on. Output, input, save space on your pedal board. They're at the top there. So let's go ahead and check out some tones. Forgive me, I got to plug this thing in. I don't have that little stand to rest it on. It'll fall down. All right, so let's go ahead and connect this thing and see what we got here. I've had the tubes warming up for quite some time, so it should sound really nice. Hit the standby. We're running through my Randall Diavolo RD20 today. Got 6L6 tubes in this bad boy and 12 AX7s. Sounds really good. We got the power amp going today. The Rev is going directly into my effects loop, the return. So you're using the power amp settings of this amplifier. It really gives it a rich tone and it feels a lot more amp-like, in my opinion, using it through a power amp of your amplifier. So let's get to some tones. Be using my ESP H201 with a George Lynch in the bridge, and we'll use the Ibanez later for some lower type tunings and see what we got here. This is in D. So here's our clean setting. That's just the clean of this power amp right here. Let's engage our pedal. Toggle switches in the off position, lower gain setting. Really nice crisp response already. Definitely can get angry once we play with these aggressive settings here. But I'm impressed. I mean, I'm not surprised. Rev makes killer products, amazing amplifiers, and these pedals get you close to the tones of their 100P series head, and it just sounds killer. All right, let's try some different aggressive modes. Switch picks here. That one's getting a little beveled. Let's go to the blue setting, blue channel of the REVV G3 pedal, and see how much more brutal these tones can get here. I've heard people out there say the REVV G3 is awesome, and some that say it doesn't have a brutal tone. It may not be your death metal pedal, but it gets brutal. It's got a piss tone. Here's the blue setting. One of my favorites. Really snug, really tight focused, a little bit more of a compression in the curve. I'm not using a noise gate. That sounds pretty amazing to me. Let's see if it does a little better with those like articulate kind of riffs, little gallops in there. It's one of the tightest settings on this pedal. That sounds ridiculous. I really like it. Definitely a high gain pedal in my opinion, and it's really amazing how the feel is so amp-like. I'm getting a great response. Speakers are thumping, does not sound thin. We're pushing some air, you know? I might be part deaf. I'm sitting right here in front of these things, but it's not super loud. But let's see how pissed this thing gets. Let's go to the red setting of aggression on our REVV G3 pedal. All right. And it's not very noisy. I'm not using the gate. So let's see what we got in the red setting. That's a mean chug right there. Mean chug. Will it chug already exist? Will it get angry? It's a mean chug. Let's do that again. It's just chug. I'm having fun with it. Don't want to go too long here. Want to make it really fun and brief, just the pedal and what it does. But I'm really fascinated with this lower gain setting in the off position and want to show you how I think it sounds so good, or why I think it sounds so good with lower tunings. So let's go ahead, switch this into the off position. Let me hit my standby so I can switch guitars here. Don't want some unwanted noise. Let's use the trusty Ibanez right here with a Seymour Duncan Omega in the bridge. This one's got the George Lynch Screamin' Demon humbucker. This one has an Omega, so it's a little bit more, has a little bit more of an EQ curve for this modern metal type stuff. I mean, I'm not a pro at playing it, but we'll at least get some tones with what I know how to do here. Hit our standby back. Once again, we're in the off position on the toggle switch, just the lower gain setting. Then we'll go to our more aggressive settings and the lower tuning. This is in B flat. This was in drop D. Listen how tight and snug that is. All right, so we're in a lower gain setting here, but listen how this pedal responds. Definitely has a little bit more snap to it. a little bit more of a modern type tone, because some of these you know, grooves you're hearing, excuse me, grooves that you're hearing cats write with 7 and 8 and 9 string guitars, the gain's not buried, it's not slammed, you know what I mean? So this setting really works perfect for more articulate, defined note separation. Let's try that again. I love the chug in a lower gain setting though. Kind of cool. Kind of reminiscent of like a Metallica vibe too. It's really choked. Has a good sound. Definitely a lower gain setting. Has a lot of good snap. I'm really digging it. Let's try a couple other riffs and then we'll change the toggle to the blue setting and the red aggressive setting. Really cool snap in there. Hope you guys like that setting. Just having fun with it. Now let's go to the blue channel of the REVV G3. A little bit more sinister gain coming in here. A little more piss tone. You be the judge. I think it sounds really good. Sounds ridiculous. This is a great little pedal. Super, really, I don't even know what to say. Super expensive for one. It's not a $500, $400 pedal. It's like $225, $229, something like that. But the tones I'm getting out of it are just incredible, especially for the value. And it's a Rev. I mean, you can't go wrong. Let's go to that red setting. This will be about as heavy as this pedal gets. And let's try some different riffs. That's a mean tone right there. Definitely a mean tone. So let's go ahead and have a little fun with it. This is one of my favorite settings, especially for messing with effects and manipulating the volume on the guitar. One of my favorite things. Check this out. Little 80s riffage. I'm in the aggressive mode, red setting of the G3 pedal. Volume's barely on. And you notice we have a little reverb, so check it out. Really nice crunch. Let's increase some more volume. I like it. Now let's go full force with it. Man, that sounds great. A little sloppy in there today, but let's click off the reverb and try it with a little tape echo, a little delay kind of thing going on, and see how the pedal responds with that. Just like to show how it works with a little bit of effects. This volume pot needs some air duster. Always. Set our rhythm switch, get some butter type sounds in there. See if it's buttery. I'm much of a lead guy, but it sounds really good. Close out with some chugs really quickly. We're going to go backwards. Red setting, off, blue setting. Check it out. Beast mode right there. All right, let's go to the off setting. Blue setting. This thing sounds incredible, guys. Check it out, REVV G3. Like I said, it's a pedal that doesn't break the bank, gets some amazing tones, and in my opinion, it sounds best going through the power amp of your amplifier. Use it as a preamp pedal. It'll change the forefront of your settings on the head. I believe you'll still have your presence and your master on some. I can use it on mine. Obviously the master to crank it up, but super cool pedal. Just want to do a quick demo for you guys and chat about it and show you the tones that I get with the G3 Rev pedal. So it's kind of a distortion meets preamp pedal. You can use it either way. I've heard a lot of guys do that. You can even run it through an interface. But once again, my opinion, going through a power amp sounds the best. Get some piss tones, angry tones, whatever. Definitely get some brutes. Even try to play some like black metal riffs for a second. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for following this channel. Like and subscribe if you enjoy what you see. Comment below what you think about the pedal. If you own one, let me know the settings you're using and what you like to do with it to get some great tones of your own. Thanks again, guys, and I'll catch you next time.